Melvin's been grinding so long that he has 10 million. What happened? No, Melvin, why are you gambling? Why would you? Okay, wait. Don't you dare follow in his footsteps. Just pay close attention to these 5 investments so you can prosper in 2025 and not waste your money like certain people here. Now, of course, I could go over basic investments like the Kasaka, the Agency, the Oppressor Mark II, but of course, that's not what we do here. The first investment is a aerial vehicle. Now, of course, you could use the Oppressor Mark II, but what about when you have to fly from one end of the map to the other? Now, you could still use the Oppressor, but there are faster ways, like using a VTOL jet like the Raiju, which you can buy for $6.8 million, or the cheaper alternative, the Hydra, for about $3 million. You could also buy a helicopter, which is faster than the Oppressor, like the Sparrow, but you need a Kasaka to own it. So just in case you don't have a Kasaka, I would recommend the Akula, which is like a stealth military type of helicopter, which is also very good. The next investment is more of a time investment rather than a money investment, because the investment I'm talking about is doing your daily activities. Now this, I feel, is so slept on because you can make a lot of money just by logging in and doing a couple of these activities. So when I say daily activities, I mean the Street Dealer, Stash House, Madrazo Hits, and G's Cash. Now all of these give you money, but some of them give you a lot more than others. So starting off with the Street Dealer, you can make about $400,000 just by going to all 3, which is crazy. The Stash Houses fill up a supply bar to a random business, which doesn't give you money directly, but of course it saves you that $75,000. But then again, the supplies get turned into product, so it does make you money, just not directly like the Street Dealer does. G's Cash gives between 15,000 and 20,000. It gives ammo, snacks, and RP. Now the reason it doesn't pay as well is because it's so simple. All you have to do is go to an area and find a box, which is basically zero effort. The Madrazo Hits get unlocked after you buy the bail office and give you $20,000 for killing somebody. One person, by the way. You get $20,000 a day. Obviously, the best way to make money daily is through the Street Dealer, but to sell to the Street Dealer, you need to have stock to sell to them. The 4 products that you need to sell to the Street Dealer are weed, coke, meth, and acid. The third investment is living quarters in all of your buildings. Now this again is more of a time saver than anything, but you have to invest money into this one. So having living quarters in your businesses means you could set your spawn point there, meaning you could fast travel to each of your businesses. This helps a lot because my hangar is in Fort Zancudo, which is near the top of the map. So traveling from my hangar to my basically anywhere else in the city takes quite a long time. So all I do is swap out my spawn point and I can get there within like 10 seconds. Also, living quarters are some of the cheapest upgrades you can buy, so it's not exactly gonna break the bank when you buy them for each business. Next up, we have the Master Control Terminal. Now this is a menu which lets you run almost all of your businesses from one place. There are 2 ways to get it. The first being an upgrade in the arcade. The second and better way is to buy it through the Garment Factory. Now when the Garment Factory was released in the Agents of Sabotage update, it allowed you to mod your terabyte a lot better than you could in your nightclub. So with these upgrades, you can add a Master Control Terminal in your terabyte for $500,000, which saves you like $800,000 because in the arcade it's like 1.3 million. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what businesses work with the terminal, they're all here on screen right now. Okay, next up we have Mark II guns. Now if you don't know what these are, basically there are some guns which you could convert to Mark II through a weapon workshop. Now the only reason you would want to do this is first of all for better modifications, that you can add your own colors and decals to them. But the main way is because you could use special types of ammo which you unlock through bunker research, and these special types of ammos are so useful. These can change your loadout completely because of just how different they are to shooting normal guns. Like for example, the heavy revolver Mark II with incendiary rounds is the best combination for basically any range. The final investment is a motorcycle. Everybody needs to own a motorcycle because it's so much easier to speed through traffic. There's normally in a car, because cars are obviously wider than bikes, you know, it's easier to hit a car next to you and just spin off like crazy. But in a bike, you can drive right in between cars so easily. Another reason to use a bike is because you can use more guns, like the SMG Mark II. The final reason for buying a bike is because when you're an MC president, you can choose to spawn a bike out of all of them that you own, and you could choose to spawn it like right next to you, and it spawns like instantly as well, which is very useful. Personally, I use the Shotaro because it lights up and looks nice, and is also one of the fastest in the game. If you play on PS5 or Xbox Series X, so the expanded and enhanced version of the game, you should probably use the Hakushou Drag with its HSW upgrade, because that is the fastest bike in the game. Anyways, I hope you learned something. I hope you put this to practice. And with that, I will see you in the next one.